Silence is louder than words. When a woman ignores you, it hits deeper than rejection. Your mind starts racing. You replay messages. You check your phone. You wonder what you did wrong. And most men react in ways that quietly destroy their value without realizing it. I'm telling you this as a woman and a relationship expert. When she pulls away, your next moves matter more than anything you've done before. One wrong step can turn a temporary pause into a permanent loss of interest. One smart move can flip the entire dynamic in your favor. Most men panic. They double text. They apologize for things they didn't do. They chase, explain, beg, or get angry. From a woman's perspective, all of that screams insecurity. It shows you're controlled by her attention. That kills attraction fast. Ignoring doesn't always mean she hates you. Sometimes she's busy. Sometimes she's testing. Sometimes she's unsure. Sometimes she's losing interest. But how you respond tells her exactly who you are as a man, calm and grounded, or desperate and reactive. In this video, I'll break down the 5 biggest mistakes men make when a woman ignores them, and what you should do instead to stay respected, attractive, and in control of the situation. Listen closely. These mistakes are common, they are subtle, and they are powerful enough to change the outcome of your dating life. If you've ever felt confused, frustrated, or anxious when a woman goes silent, this is for you. 1. Chasing too hard. When she ignores you, the first mistake men make is chasing too hard. This is the fastest way to lose respect and attraction. You send another message, then another, then a long paragraph explaining yourself. Then you ask if she's okay. Then you call. From a woman's perspective, this feels suffocating. It shows you're nervous and you need her response to feel okay. That puts her in a position of power and lowers your value instantly. Silence from her should never push you into panic mode. The more you chase, the more she feels she can step back without consequences. She starts to see you as predictable and easy to control. That kills mystery, and mystery is a big part of attraction. If she hasn't replied, stop sending messages. Give her space. Do not announce that you're giving space. Just step back. Go quiet. Let her feel the absence of your attention. Men think chasing shows care. Women often see it as pressure. Pressure creates resistance. Resistance kills connection. Here's what you should do instead. Stay calm. Continue your life. Focus on your work, your goals, your friends, your hobbies. When she sees that you're not collapsing because of her silence, it signals strength and independence. That's attractive. If she comes back, you respond normally, without resentment and without overexcitement. If she doesn't, you've already protected your dignity and emotional stability. Chasing too hard turns you into someone she can take for granted. Staying composed turns you into someone she has to respect. 2. Over-explaining. The second mistake men make when a woman ignores them is over-explaining. You start justifying everything. You explain your last message. You explain your intentions. You explain your feelings. You explain your behavior. You explain your past. This weakens your position fast. When a man explains too much, it sounds like he is seeking approval. It makes it seem like you need her to understand you in order to feel secure. That energy is not attractive. It puts pressure on her and makes you look uncertain about yourself. Women are drawn to men who are clear and grounded. When you over-explain, you look unsure of your own actions. It suggests you think you did something wrong, even when you didn't. That plants doubt in her mind. She starts to think, maybe there is something off about him. Another problem is that long explanations feel heavy. She ignored you. She is likely busy, distracted, or losing interest. Sending long emotional messages gives her more reasons to stay away. It feels like work. Men often think explaining shows maturity. In reality, timing matters. Explaining when no one asked for it looks like insecurity. Here's what you should do instead. Keep your communication simple and direct. If she goes silent, you do not send a speech. You do not defend yourself. You do not write essays about your intentions. If she later asks a question, answer clearly and briefly. No drama, no emotional overflow, just clarity and calmness. A strong man does not need to convince a woman of his worth with paragraphs. His actions, boundaries, and consistency already speak. Silence on her part is not a signal for you to justify your existence. It is a signal to observe, stay composed, and let her decide if she wants to engage. Over-explaining makes you look like you are negotiating for attention. Staying concise makes you look like you know your value. 3. Taking it personally. The third mistake men make when a woman ignores them is taking it personally. You assume her silence is a direct judgment of you. You start thinking you're not good enough, not interesting enough, not attractive enough. That mindset destroys your confidence and makes your future actions weak. Here's the truth. Her silence is not always about you. She has her own life, moods, distractions, options, and priorities. Sometimes she is tired. Sometimes she is confused. Sometimes she is testing the connection. Sometimes she is simply losing interest. None of these require you to collapse emotionally. When you take it personally, you start acting from a wounded place. You try to prove yourself. You try to impress. You try to win her back with effort and attention. Women can sense this shift in energy. It feels heavy, needy, and unstable. Men who take silence personally often change their behavior drastically. They become overly nice. They become overly generous. They become overly available. This sudden change looks like desperation. It signals that her behavior controls your emotions and decisions. That is not attractive. You must separate your self-worth from her response. Her silence is information, not a verdict on your value. Strong men treat it like data. They observe, adjust, and move forward. Here's what you should do instead. Keep your identity solid. You are the same man whether she replies or not. Your purpose, your goals, your standards stay the same. Her behavior does not redefine you. If she ignores you, note it. Do not spiral. Do not rewrite your self-image. Do not chase validation from her. You can like a woman without needing her to validate you. A grounded man is attractive because he is not emotionally hijacked by small events. He stays calm. He stays consistent. He stays focused on his life. That stability is rare and powerful. Taking it personally turns you into someone who is easy to shake. Staying centered turns you into someone who is hard to move. 4. Getting emotional. The fourth mistake men make when a woman ignores them is getting emotional in their messages or actions. This includes anger, frustration, sarcasm, guilt-tripping, or dramatic statements. Some men send messages like, "So you're just going to ignore me?" or "I guess you're not interested anymore." Others try to make her feel bad, or they suddenly act cold and hostile. This approach almost always backfires. When you show strong negative emotion, it signals that her silence has power over you. It shows you are reactive and easily triggered. That makes you look unstable and unpredictable. Most women do not feel safe or attracted to that energy. Anger pushes her further away. Guilt-tripping makes you look manipulative. Sarcasm makes you look immature. Dramatic messages make you look desperate. None of these increase attraction. Another problem is that emotional reactions burn bridges. Even if she was just busy or distracted, your outburst can end the connection for good. She may decide that dealing with your reactions is too much effort. Men think showing emotion proves they care, but timing and control matter. Uncontrolled emotion shows a lack of self-mastery. Women are drawn to men who can feel without losing control. Here's what you should do instead. Stay neutral. If she ignores you, you do not send emotional messages. You do not complain. You do not accuse. You do not try to force a reaction. If she comes back later, you respond calmly. No passive-aggressive tone. No silent punishment. No emotional lectures. Just normal, grounded communication. A man who can stay calm under uncertainty stands out. It shows maturity, emotional strength, and confidence. It tells her you are not easily shaken and you respect yourself. Emotional outbursts give away your power. Calm control keeps it in your hands. 5. Dropping your standards. The fifth mistake men make when a woman ignores them is dropping their standards. You start tolerating behavior you normally wouldn't. You accept late replies, mixed signals, canceled plans, and disrespect just to keep her around. This is dangerous. When you lower your standards, you teach her how to treat you. If you reward ignoring, inconsistency, and low effort with more attention, you reinforce that behavior. She learns that she does not need to respect your time or energy to keep you engaged. Many men believe they must tolerate everything to avoid losing a woman. That mindset puts you in a weak position. It makes you look replaceable and easy to take for granted. Women respect men who respect themselves. If you have no boundaries, she feels no structure in the connection. That often leads to confusion, boredom, or loss of interest. Clear standards create clarity and stability. Here's what you should do instead. Decide what behavior you accept and what you don't. If she repeatedly ignores you, flakes, or treats you casually, step back. Reduce your investment. Do not chase someone who does not show basic interest. You do not need to announce your standards with speeches. Your actions speak louder. If she ignores you, you pull back. If she returns with effort, you meet her with balanced interest. Standards are not about controlling her. They are about controlling your response. You choose how much access she gets to your time and attention. A man with standards is rare. He does not beg for attention. He does not reward disrespect. He does not cling to someone who treats him as an option. That strength is deeply attractive. Dropping your standards makes you invisible. Keeping them makes you unforgettable. 6. Overthinking everything. The sixth mistake men make when a woman ignores them is overthinking every detail. You analyze her last message. You replay the conversation. You search for hidden meanings. You stalk her social media. You compare yourself to other men. Your mind creates stories that may not even be real. Overthinking drains your energy and destroys your confidence. When you overthink, you start acting from assumptions instead of reality. You imagine rejection, betrayal, or games without evidence. This leads to poor decisions, emotional reactions, and unnecessary stress. Many men think analyzing gives them control. In reality, it makes you more anxious and reactive. Women can sense when a man is mentally unstable about a situation. It changes how you talk, how you text, how you carry yourself. Overthinking also makes you less present in your own life. Instead of focusing on your work, fitness, purpose, and growth, you spend hours stuck in your head. That is wasted time and energy. Here's what you should do instead. Simplify the situation. She replied or she didn't. That's the data. Do not build stories around it. Do not assume the worst. Do not assume the best. Just observe and move accordingly. If she wants to talk, she will engage. If she doesn't, you step back. There is no need for endless mental loops. Train your mind to stay grounded. When you catch yourself overthinking, redirect your focus to something productive. Work, study, exercise, socialize, build your life. A man who does not overthink appears calm, confident, and emotionally stable. He does not obsess over small events. He understands that one person's behavior does not control his reality. Overthinking turns you into your own enemy. Clear thinking keeps you in control. 7. Trying to win her back. The seventh mistake men make when a woman ignores them is trying to win her back. You increase your effort, you become extra nice, you give compliments, gifts, favors, and attention. You try to prove you are different from other men. This strategy almost always fails. When you try to win her back, you put her on a pedestal. You act like her attention is a prize you must earn. That flips the power dynamic against you. It tells her that she is the judge and you are the applicant. Women are not attracted to men who try to earn basic interest. Attraction grows when both sides feel mutual desire, not when one side is performing for approval. Trying too hard also makes your actions look calculated and inauthentic. She may feel pressure, or she may feel you are compensating for insecurity. Either way, it reduces natural connection. Another problem is that you waste your resources. Time, energy, money, and emotional effort should go to someone who shows clear interest. Investing heavily in someone who ignores you is a bad deal. Here's what you should do instead. Pull back and observe. If she returns with genuine interest, you respond with balanced effort. If she stays distant, you accept it and move forward. Do not audition for someone who is not engaged. Do not compete with imaginary rivals. Do not try to buy or beg for attraction. A man who is not afraid to walk away is powerful. He knows his value. He knows there are other options. He does not cling to someone who is unsure about him. When you stop trying to win her back, something interesting happens. Either she steps up and invests or she fades away. In both cases, you win. You either get a better connection or you free yourself for someone who actually wants you. Trying to win her back traps you in a weak role. Letting go puts you back in control. When a woman ignores you, your reaction decides your outcome. Do not chase, over-explain, take it personally, get emotional, drop your standards, overthink, or try to win her back. Stay calm, stay grounded, stay focused on your life. Your value does not rise or fall with her replies. A man who respects himself, controls his reactions, and moves with purpose stands out naturally. If she returns, you meet her with balance. If she doesn't, you move forward without regret. That mindset changes everything.